Hello everybody. Yes, my hair is a disaster on this cold day. It looks pretty outside, but it's cold outside. Anyway, what I'm doing today is haven't posted for a while. So instead of writing it all out, I'm going to just go live. And I'll share this on each of my profiles. Oh boy. Well, my house is a disaster. You know me. Anyway, the kitchen is done. I did it last night. It wasn't that bad anyway. You know me. My living room and my bedroom is always it's not always a disaster, but I've been working long hours. And this is my calendar looks like. It's all scribbled out. But I work a lot of hours. And like here, I have 2 days off next week. I'm going to let you guys know. Let's see here. I'm going to turn this around. Okay, this makes it easier. Anyway, Sunday, 9 to 4. No work Monday, 9 to 5:30. 9 to 5:30. Back to back, 9 to 5. No work, 9 to 5:30. 2 p.m. to 9. 9 to 4. Off, 9 to 5:30. Off. And there's paydays on there. See? My schedule is hectic. And I also work for a lady that does cleaning because she just got up the coronavirus and she's sick, so I help her out once in a while too. Anyway, today I'm going to make a video about making chili. So these are some of the ingredients that I use other than water. Petite diced tomatoes, kidney beans, low sodium. I like low sodium because my mom has heart condition, so I watch my salt intake, so I do use sea salt and other things. And I use this is the best brand called McCormick chili, and I was gonna make a spicy one for my friend because he likes stuff spicy, but if he wants it spicy, he's just gonna have to make it himself. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I need to add one more. Let's see, yeah, dark red kidney beans. Oops, I'm losing my stuff out of here. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do today. This is my new. Fall is here, winter's here. I'm going to make my chili. So right now I'm going to cook the hamburger up. Anyway, I'm trying to find my napkin holder because that's what I used last time to use for my thing. And it fell off of here when the kitties came up here. So, anyway, I'm going to set you up all over here while I cook up the hamburger for the chili. The napkin holder works great. Anyway, I haven't done any tarot card readings for a reason because I've been so busy. But, I'm going to brown the hamburger first. My smells got dirty. I'm going to brown the hamburger first. That's what you always should do when you make chili, because you don't want some dirt, I usually use a crock pot. I have one, so I'm going to be using a crock pot. Since it's been defrosted, I don't add water. The only time I add water to my chili, my meat, is because when it's frozen, the water helps cook it because it's boiling it. But with this being soft, I won't add water. And I will drain it because it's going to be grease in here, since there's no water. Water usually takes out the grease, right, by thing like that. So I'm just going to let this sit here. And I'm getting new pans because I'm a nice gentleman. Yes, I'm going to talk about him. He doesn't like it, But I won't give him his name. But he's been helping me out a little bit. And I got a friend at work, a woman friend, that helps me out at work too. So I have friends everywhere, and I have excuse me. I do cough, not because I'm sick. Because I just get cough sometimes. My asthma flares up, so I need to. But anyway, another thing, transform grape juice. I've been drinking 100 less pop. Yes, less pop. I'm going to tell you to weigh. I just went to the doctor because I had kidney stones and I've had some woman issues, which I usually post online when I'm sick. But I have kidney stones again, and I'm on my cell again, and I have woman issues, which is Some people are saying it's because it's menopause coming in and my period's all over the place. Which I don't think it's that. I think it's something my mom is figuring out. I think it's the other. If it is, it is, but I'm not going to worry about it. Everybody knows my opinion on that crap. I'm not going to go into it here again. You know my opinion already. Like I said, I will touch the subject about Trump later, and I'll do a video on that. Trust me. You all know me. I'm very vocal on that. Oh, Maxwell. Oh, yes. You wanted to see Maxwell. Say Maxwell. Say hi there, buddy. Say hello. Say hello, it's Blondie. She loves the camera. Say hello, everybody. Missing my kitties. Look at those two big kitties. Look at that big kitty. He's a big. Oh, hello. Are you guys wanting some soft food? Is that what you want? I haven't given you some since I bought some, huh? Okay. Anyway, I'm going to sit you right over here while I open it up for kitties. I don't give them soft food. Yes, I need to dye my hair. Before you say anything, yes, I need to dye my hair. Yes, I do wear bras. Yes. You know, maybe not fit your size, but that's okay. And actually, if you know about it, cameras add you 10 pounds when you're on the camera. It adds you 10 pounds. Look it up if you don't believe me. But anyway, I do weigh 182. And it's because of the kidney problems and the other problems I'm having. It's not because I'm eating too much, not because I'm fat, or because I'm laying around. I'm a very active person. I've been slowing down a little bit because I've been sick. And kidney stones, you know how they are. They hurt your back, they hurt your lower back. They do everything like that. I've stopped working at MCI because right now I can't work. There's no way in heck we're going to sell SiriusXM due to this COVID and all that. So I'm able to get rehired back out there. I'm going to worry about it. One of those numbers I don't know. No way. Anyway, I'm looking my meat, giving kitties their treat. See? Okay, who's going to go first? Who's going to sit down and be a good girl? Come on. Come over here. You pull it. Now, come here. Come here, baby. I don't want you quite doing it. Here, have your own bowl. When you're done with this Maxwell, she'll have yours. Anyway. Oops. Here, turn this down. I always start out high and go low. That's just how I am. And yes, my kitchen is still organized. It's semi-organized, I should say. I move things around so much that it's not funny. I need to find my stuff and then my thing. But anyway, and no, it's not burning anybody. It's fine. I just let it sit there and I smash it out and I let it sit there. You know, a lot of people don't like my cooking because he says it's just or not seasoned enough. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not into high spices. I do buy spices. I do have garlic. I do have parsley. I do have oregano. I do have spices, but I just don't go hog wild because there's some people out there with sensitive stomachs. There's people out there. I let people add their own spices because if you know, it's how I was, you know, not a bland person, but I'm not really. Be right back and get a cup of crap. I need to do my thing. It's cute. I don't know why I put you right there, but it's all right there. Anyway, I'm going to also set up some onion in here. I'm going to chop up some green pepper. Yes, I like my green peppers. I don't know if everybody likes green peppers or not, but I do. To me, green peppers are awesome. Anyway. Everybody's... Oh, somebody else. Okay, it's not you guys. Anyway, I'm going to cut up a crock pot to make... Get the tomato juice in there. Get the diced onions in there. I'm going to use my one side of the sink over here. Put this up here. Okay, I'm going to put the tomato juice in. I don't use tomato juice. I use tomato juice, but low sodium. I usually use the whole bottle, and then I use the bottle to fill up the water. I keep the bottle just to use it to the water. That's just heat itself. Half a bottle of water. I add water as I go. Okay, I'm going to add to my tomatoes. And it's almost done. Sometimes I add macaroni noodles in it. Not this time, because there's not going to be any room. I need to get a bigger crock pot for that. I'm going to drain and the tomatoes. Okay, so I'm going to add the kidney beans. Well, I'm not going to use these right now. I'm going to use these. We'll see how the meat's doing. The meat is done, so I'm going to add that. Okay, meat is done. I'm going to add the meat. Oh, it doesn't need to be drained because I didn't not much in there. Not much juices at all, no much grease at all. So I'm gonna let that simmer for a little while. Let it go down and let that go down and cook a little bit. Let that cook a little bit because that will go down later. As it cooks, it will shrink because it's got all that stuff in there. But tomatoes are in there, and I'll add the kidney beans. I gotta add the chili sauce. I'm a weird cook. Yes, I agree with that. You know, so many people like wonder why I do what I do. Well, everybody's different. We're all different. Okay, we'll put that in there. There's that. Hey, kitties, what are you snipping for? Stir in the chili powder. You can see me. Kind of full. Yes, I know. I added too much water, but it helps cook it because it will go down as it cooks. Okay, put that in there. Let that cook for a little while on high. The stuff didn't go. No, add a little chili powder. Actually, I put it on later. But okay, I gotta clean the stove up again, and then I'll have to add the beans later, and then I'll add some onion, some green pepper in there. Let the tomato soup and tomato juice and diced onions and the chili stuff settle first. Let that warm up. And do all that. But anyway, again, I'm not saying this to be mean, and I'm not gonna take sides. I'm not gonna say this to be either way, okay? Everybody's opinions are different. But I'm gonna touch on the Trump and the stimulus checks and all that. Trump, for 4 years, has not kept any of his promises. The richer has gotten richer. Small businesses are struggling. COVID came at the very end of his presidency to make him look good. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. On his first tour to China, if you all remember, if you can't remember that far back, go look it up. There's one other person other than myself that knows that when he got into presidency, he was rude, inconsiderate to China, wouldn't shake the lady's hand, wouldn't acknowledge her as a president or a person of interest. He degraded her. So I'm not surprised what China has done. I'm not surprised that they didn't tell us that this was going on over there. Because countries are minding their own damn business, and that's what we do. We don't do that. Americans don't do that. We like to put our noses into other people's business, and that's what causes wars. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. The same thing for Saddam Hussein. Again, you may not like my opinion, but we got into something that we couldn't get our noses out of, and it drug one of our guys in there, and it got him killed, and he did something wrong, and it hurt the whole United States. We put our noses into places we shouldn't. That's what I'm going to say. Now we're sitting here struggling with no jobs in some parts of the country. People are dying, which we have no proof. We as Americans, like me, sitting here, have no proof. We're supposed to just trust the government, trust the medical field, not trust everything, that this is what's going on, that there's some virus going around, and it's COVID. Well, there's about 100, maybe 1,000,000 strands of COVID. Different types. Flu B is a COVID. Flu A is a COVID. Swine flu is a type of COVID. We could have the bird flu for COVID. I found birds on the floor. I've shown you pictures of birds just falling out of the sky. We personally do not know what is going on. We get sick. Some people die. Some people's immune systems are different. And I've said this before. They're targeting a certain amount of class. And I believe there's a God. I believe there's a devil. So, and I'm going to stick to this. If God wants this to happen, if this is the end of the world, this is even Brown even said in her book way before this happened, this is one of the plagues. With more plagues, different kinds of plagues out there. He's testing us. We need to start listening to everything. Watch how the world is acting. Watch the sharks. Watch the fish. Watch the animals. The animals are our clue. I'm going to give you a straight up answer. In Cedar Rapids had that flooding, deer, rabbits, even the insects, the spiders in northwest side of, I was living on the Cedarwood Hills, thank God, but I personally saw the animals walking away from the flood, going into the other parts of Cedar Rapids. They worked together and flocked out of there. The birds, the rabbits were using the sidewalks. The Canadian geese were using the sidewalks. The deer were they left that area. They worked as a team to get the hell out of the flood area. They warned us, but we weren't paying attention. We weren't paying attention to the wildlife. If we listen to the animals, the wild animals, we will learn something. We are damaging these animals. We're in their habitat. There's a mountain lion right now in Cedar Rapids, and people are freaking out. And I'm sure they're going to kill it. They're not going to take care of it. They're going to kill it. Oh, that's the only thing we're going to do. We're going to kill it. We're going to save her. You don't have to kill it. You just need to work around them. Because when you have one, you're going to have more. And I walked down that path and I ran into one. And I saved one out of the water. They're not going to hurt you as long as you don't hurt them. You know, you have dogs in your home, right? And you don't have to tiptoe around them. Well, some of them you do, but I'm not going to go there. That was I opened my mouth on that one. But anyway, Trump has done some good. I will say that. But he hasn't helped those to get above sea level. And that's people like me. I work, I clean, I eat, I poop, I do everything that I can to get ahead. Do I get ahead? Do you see people on SSI get ahead? No, they don't help us. They help, no offense, people like themselves. They help the rich. They don't want us to get up to their level. I try, the reason I don't do the jobs that I have my degrees in, everybody asks me that. The reason is, I can't. Mentally, I'm drained. I sore all the time now since the car accident. Before that, I was working in the field that I loved. I worked as a CNA. I worked physically in the field that I love from 16 until I was in my 30s. I delivered papers. I had kids. I had a life. I had a marriage that failed. I had another marriage that failed. I had a child that died. I had another child that got sick. I had, just because you didn't see everything I did back then on Facebook, because I didn't have Facebook until 2007, people. I had a life back then. I didn't post everything on Facebook. Facebook wasn't even popular when I was having my kids. And you sit there and you bash people about their teeth and all that. Well, you know what? I can prove that having 6 kids ruined your teeth. I had calcium deficiency problems. I have anemia problems. And all this fucking time, it is possible doctors, even when I was a kid, misdiagnosed me and had me on all these psychiatric drugs. And that's another thing that ruined my teeth. I have a B12 deficiency the whole time, probably. And all the trauma I went through as a child. We're not perfect, but I'm not saying anybody's perfect. I don't say I'm perfect. But I will never be ahead. And people like myself need help getting started. Now, if I keep saying, there's some people out there that have a lot of money and they don't show it. There's a reason for that. Because if people have a lot of money and they show it, they flaunt it, they go out and buy all this stuff, and then, I wouldn't have probably met the people I have. That's all I'm going to say. I wouldn't have met the people I have met for how I am right now. I always have to defend myself. It seems like I always have to prove something to somebody. Well, you know what? I don't have to prove you shit. And no, my face hasn't sunk in like you assumed with no teeth. My cheekbones are still high. My talking has always been this way. I've always had a problem with speech. Not because I have no teeth. It's not because of that. My face is not so good. The reason it's like this right now is because I'm sad. I'm not sad. I'm sad for the world. Because there's tons of people out there suffering. The hurricane that just hit, or whatever, Typhoon or whatever just hit. I don't have the channel TV to watch the news anymore like I used to. I used to watch CNN all the time. I work. I'm not sitting here to be lazy. I don't sit on my ass all the time like people think. When I do sit on my butt, it's because And I stay up all night because I like to be online. It's my time to be who I am, you know. I just want to be online. Yes, it's my downtime. It's my who I am. And yes, I might be a little sick right now because I got a fever from the kidney stones. It's not because of anything else. And when you have kidney stones, it deteriorates your body and turns into a cold sometimes. Cold symptoms, and I know that. Let me take some of my Advil. But, you know, people need to stop pushing other people. And I'm going to comment on this other video. The people that had the Sasquatches on their faces for supporting Germany. That's their choice. It's America. And we're going to tell us to wear a mask, but there is no rule on what you can wear on your face, right? If you're wearing a mask, leave them the fuck alone. You want us to wear a mask? Well, then let them do what they want. You should not be able to tell us what to wear on our face. You want us to cover our mouth? We covered our mouth. They covered their mouth. They wear what they want. So stop telling us what to do. If you don't like it, then walk the other fucking way. Stop calling everybody a fucking Karen or a fucking nugget or whatever you call people now. It's ridiculous. We are supposed to be able to support each other. I'm bullied all the time online. Jen Carter, I'm going to call you right out. You know, you don't know shit about me. But you can go on and post my pictures. That's okay. You know why? Because I'm not afraid of what I have. And because you have small boobs. That's why I get jealous, you know. I was born with these babies. And I'm damn proud of them. I have no reason to be ashamed. All you have is an ugly ass fucking green monster on your page. You can't show your face to me. I show my face to you. You can't come, you know, you can't say shit to me on live video. But I can to you. So, people, that's my opinion. Trump is doing good, but he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He should be passed another contract. He should have told America in November, and people I know that probably had COVID back in November and December. And they have mild symptoms because their bodies could handle it. I got a friend that says that she had it and she's got some symptoms. But I'm not saying that she didn't have it. I'm not saying, that's my opinion. You know, I wasn't there. You know. But I'm just going to say there's millions and millions of different versions of it. And I know personally, in Iowa City, I was working with a Chinese student that was going for some labs. I was doing a lab class, biology test lab class, and she told me that she didn't feel right about some of the stuff that they were doing. They were making experiments. They were testing on animals. They were testing on bats and sending them back to China. So it is possible one of those bats got out. Bats are not to be contained. They're not. Bats are another one of our dinosaur prehistoric animals. And we don't realize that. We bring these animals in to test them. We bring these animals in to do this. And we do this and do this. We're not helping them. We're hurting them. Just because they're going extinct, that means that God wants them to go to extinct. When it's time to do 2 by 2 for two of each animal, God will be in control of that. That's not our job. Stop playing God, people. That's what I'm going to say again. Don't be God. Don't be the devil. You're the devil. We are the devil. We're doing. But stop playing God. Stop trying to fix something that doesn't need to be fixed. God's the one that puts to fix it, not us. But that's my opinion. Opinion. But see that freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. But And people that judge me because I have cats, no, I did not kill Batman. No, I did not kill Passion. This happened. I gotta realize that. But sometimes I like to boast that, I do know that Rosana is who she is. She's a good person. She's got her own two faults. We all do. And there's some people that just can't change or can't do anything. We feel like we can't make everybody happy. Sometimes we have to run and hide and do what we do. And that's okay. That's who she is. And yes, it makes a lot to being a horse store that we are. Aries. We're Aries. And every Aries is different. Marches are different than Aprils. And Aprils are different than, so we need to look at that. And maybe she needs to sit down and really look at that. And maybe she'll figure out what she really wants out of life. And I want to support her. I don't want to bash her. I don't want to bash Dale. I don't want to. And I was angry at the times, but I mean, I'm that's who I am. But God, I believe that God does things for a reason, and that's what the reasons are. So, anyway, that's my video for today, and I'll be sharing it on my YouTube, and I'll be sharing it on the other website, other Facebooks. So when you watch this, Have a good day. And know that I am here watching out for you guys, listening to you guys too. I watch what I can, and I'm here. I don't check in every day, but we try to. So, with some of those checks, I think they should be sending out 1,200. Subtract what they already gave us, and for the last few months. I mean, they should send it from March, April, May, June, July, because the first checks covered November, December, January, February, March, and now we need one for April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Just cover up until December, and then review it. I mean, that's what they should have done. To cover people up until December at least, Christmas, during the holidays. Give them a check per month, $2,400 per month for the couples, and $1,200 for the non-couples. And the people in jail, why do they need a check? Why do they need a check? They don't need nothing. They get the food. Well, food's already covered. The clothing's already covered. They don't need a check in jail. Maybe give them $200 for commissary, or whatever. But and phone cards. That's about it. But that's all I can say. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.